Hello folks, Scrimper UK here. It's December the 22nd, 2017 as far as I can remember, and you're wondering where my whirligig video is because I've only made up to a certain point and then I stopped to have a break and I promised a further one. Well, you're not going to get one today because it's Christmas. My daughters like me to make some small thing for them, fretwork thing, and I left it to the last minute as usual, like I always do, so it's a bit of a panic. Anyway, I've got this 1938 Hobbies handbook, and there are some pictures with designs in there, and looking through them, my one daughter, she likes cats, and the other one likes witches. So I thought, what can I do? Something sort of fairly simple, that I can do fairly simply and quickly, and I came across this book of designs. Now I don't have the book or the designs, but I did have this tiny picture as you can see here. Now I'm going to zoom the camera in so that you can see what it is, hopefully. That might be in focus. I've tried the manual focus so it should work. As you can see, it's a cat bracket. If you've seen some of my other videos, you'll know there's quite a few cat designs, and that's because my eldest daughter, she likes cats. She's a cat fanatic. So I thought this would suit for her. But at the same time, the other daughter, she's into witches and things. So I thought, what I'll do is adapt it. So what I've done, not having the original design, as you can see, it's just a tiny picture. I've redrawn it out to the best of my ability to make it into a design that I can cut out. And I've got the design here, the design sheet that I created on my computer. I hope you can see this. I'll have to make the camera go out a little bit more. That's an official Scrimper UK design, that is. You can see I've put a little picture of what it's going to look like there. And this is the actual background design. There's got some holly leaves on it. And I've drawn that out using that picture I showed you earlier as a guide. Now the second sheet, this one shows that not the cat but the witches part of it. I hope these are clear. It should be because I've manually focused it. This time the design's on that side. You'll see I've got a witch. A little mouse that I thought was a nice idea, and the two bats, but I might only put one bat on it. This is the shelf part. I had to recreate that because you can't see it from the picture, so I've just guessed what it ought to be like, the shelf with a little bracket, so you get a good idea. I'll just zoom in on that, you might get a better picture of it. That's a little diagram I created of it on Photoshop, what it might look like. Probably won't look anything like that when I've done it. But that's so far anyway, so I'll take that away now and I'll show you how far I've got in the work. I shan't be showing the actual cutting of the design because I've already covered that in another video and I don't really want to go through all that again. If you want to know how to cut the designs out, there's a couple of other videos, I think it's headed the cat bracket, which covers most of that. This is more about telling you how you can create a design from a picture, basically. Won't be a second. I'll put this green background here because you can see better. I'm just going to change the zoom again. Oh, that's a bit lopsided. It's very difficult doing this because everything seems upside down. I've got the camera in front of me pointing down and the screen showing it upside down, so I just hope it comes out the right way up. Now that you can see there, that's the actual piece, the background piece I've cut. I've cut two of these. I cut both together, so it was only the work of one for two parts. I'll just zoom in a bit so you get a better idea of what the design's like. There you go. I'll move it about a bit. It's basically some holly leaves. I thought it was quite a nice design actually. Go back out a bit more. The next piece I've done is the little shelf unit here. I've glued this together. I've just used super glue to glue that on there. And that simply fits round like that. A little bracket. I should fit that on some way, perhaps super glue or something. It's very thin, so I might not be able to get pins through the back, which is the normal method. I'll just take that off a moment so you can show the other designs. Now the first one is the cat. That's the old cat, and he sits on there like that. I'm going to let his tail stick out the top, so I think that's quite nice. I've taken the shelf off, but basically so you can see it better, but the shelf goes like that. And then I've also made this little tiny mouse. Here he is. He's so small I have to pick him up. And what I'm going to, can you see that? I'm going to put that little mouse on sitting on the edge of the shelf. I think he's quite cute actually. I don't know where I found him from. Some design I must have found from somewhere. There he is. I just thought it adds a little touch to it. Anyway, I've made those and what I do, as if you've seen my other videos, you'll know I normally cut more than one out. It's better to have a spare one. But I thought it might look better, because the woods are the same colour. I could have made that of a darker wood, which would have been a bit of mahogany. But the trouble is it's very delicate and the tail would snap off. So I've chosen plywood because it's a thin design. But I thought it doesn't contrast very well. So what I've actually done, I've painted them black, because I think they show up better. I don't know what you think, but when that's on the shelf, hang on, I'll have to move the camera out. I can't do all these things at once. There you go. Right, now I've got a little mouse somewhere. Well, I've lost the mouse. Oh, there he is. There's the little mouse. So he shows up a lot better now. When he'll sit on the edge of the shelf. I'd probably put him near the back, not on the front. So that's the cat one. That's for my eldest daughter. I can't put this online until after Christmas, because she'll see it and she'll know, won't she? Right, that's the cat. So the next one I've done, I'm just going to take that one away a minute, because this one's a slightly different coloured background. There we go. That's the second one. Right, that looks a bit darker than this one, but I put a bit of varnish on. It's just the plywood. It's a bit darker colour. Obviously, the shelf will go on there just the same, but I'll take that from it. Right, here's the witch. That's obviously the witch I cut out unpainted one, and this is the one I painted black, because it does show up a lot better. I think it'd be alright. Got a little hat on there. It's a bit delicate, but again, I made that out of very thin plywood. I could have used darker wood, but I think it would probably have snapped. The hat would snap off or something. And then I've got these. Oh yeah, here we go. Come on, bats. I've got these two little bats I've made. I think that. Well, originally I was going to put one there and one about there or something, but I'm not sure. It might look better with just the one, so I shan't decide until I finished it. And of course I got the little mouse here. My hands are too big. I need smaller hands really. That little mouse there, he's going to sit on the shelf, just to added thing. As I say, when the shelf's on there, the witch looks as though she's on top of the shelf like that, but you can't see the witch very well there. So I don't know what you think about the bats. I'd welcome opinions, but I could put two on, like one each side, or I could put one there. But the trouble is, it spoils the design. So I might just put the one on, but I'd welcome comments. I think that's about all there is really. If anybody needs any tips or anything on how to create a design from a picture like I've done, I'll be happy to offer my assistance. Just ask in the comments section. I'm hoping to get back onto my whirligig videos at some point, but you'll have to give me a bit of time, because I've got to do the bathroom out first. We've had a spare bath sitting in the bedroom for 12 months now, and the wife keeps asking when I'm going to fit it in, and I say, well, I'm too busy doing these videos at the moment. Anyway, I think that's about all for now. Have a happy new year everybody from Scrimper UK, and thanks very much for watching my videos. I hope you find something of interest in them. Goodbye.